There is a kind of silence that only exists on water just after sunrise. Not peaceful silence. Not restful silence. The kind that feels like something is holding its breath. On September 18th, Ryan Borgwardt paddled into that silence, and never came back. By the end of the day, his family would be staring at a lake that looked exactly the same as it always had, while knowing, somehow, that everything had changed. Ryan Borgwardt was not a risk-taker. He didn't chase adrenaline. He didn't test limits for fun. He believed preparation was a form of respect, especially when it came to water. At 38, Ryan worked as an environmental engineer. He studied lakes for a living. He understood currents, temperatures, wind behavior. He knew how quickly calm water could turn dangerous. And because he knew that, he never went out unprepared. His sister Emily remembers it clearly. Ryan planned everything, even when he was just going out to clear his head. Kayaking wasn't an escape for Ryan. It was a ritual, a controlled stillness in a life that demanded constant calculation. And Lake Winnebago was familiar, comfortably so, which is why what happened next makes no sense. Ryan woke at 5:30 a.m. He checked the weather. He checked wind speeds. He packed his dry bag. At 6:42 a.m., a marina camera caught him unloading his red kayak. He looked relaxed, focused, like someone who believed he'd be home in a few hours. At 6:51 a.m., Ryan pushed off. The lake was calm, too calm. At 7:18 a.m., his phone pinged a nearby cell tower. Then it went silent. No emergency call, no text, no signal, just nothing. By midday, Ryan hadn't shown up to work. By late afternoon, his sister felt something shift. You know when concern turns into dread? That moment, that's when I knew. That night, searchlights cut across the water. By morning, sonar equipment scanned the lake floor. And by the following afternoon, they found Ryan's kayak. Upside down. Floating. Empty. The kayak wasn't broken. There were no scratches. No signs of collision. No torn straps. Ryan's life vest was still secured to the seat. Not floating nearby. Not torn loose. Still buckled. And the paddle. Gone. Kayak paddles are designed to float. Ryan's never surfaced. And then there was the lake itself. Lake Winnebago is shallow. Bodies don't vanish there. They rise. Ryan didn't. 3 days later, a fisherman came forward. He said he saw a kayaker stopped on the water around 8 a.m., facing a small aluminum boat. The men appeared to be arguing. Arms raised. Movements sharp. Then the fisherman turned away. When he looked back, the kayak was gone. That report was filed. And then quietly forgotten. Authorities leaned toward an accident. But Ryan's family couldn't. Because accidents leave patterns. And this case left gaps. Why did the kayak drift against the wind? Why was the life vest left behind? Why was the paddle never found? Why wasn't the witness pursued? Emily still keeps Ryan's kayak in her garage. It feels like if I move it, I'm admitting he's not coming back. Ryan Borgwardt is still missing. No remains. No answers. No closure. And the lake remains exactly where it was the day he disappeared. So we're left with questions. Did Ryan fall victim to a momentary mistake, or someone else's decision? If someone else was on the lake that morning, why haven't they come forward? Was Ryan taken from the water, or did the lake simply become the last place we saw him alive? And perhaps the most unsettling question of all, if this could happen to someone as careful as Ryan Borgwardt, how many other disappearances have we misunderstood? Some mysteries are loud. Others stay quiet, waiting beneath still water. And until the truth surfaces, Ryan Borgwardt remains part of the lake's silence.